Hello everybody, I am official Mystic Veil. This is part 5. The guy I met online on the PlayStation Network playing Tekken, weapon underscore. But yeah, just like in the last video, but yes, this guy do like to attack and like to spam the attack. More like multiple different attacks directly from him, and link-wise attacks as well from other more like negative spirits and psychics. Like this spams himself a lot too into different categories. If you're doing anything involved more like hype, attention, he really want to spam himself across there, more like around you, more like getting other, more like do spam, more like spamming like he's on game of tag name, or more like involve himself one way or another, more like have them talk about him more like spiritually, or just literally more to force himself up there directly. So yes, you like to spam on those height sections in your life. It could be more like you talking about something, or you doing something, or more like you about to do something. So if he's around you, and more like you keep on seeing this guy pop up, that is directly here. Especially if you came across him on Tekken. Yeah, this is a very strong chance that is definitely more like the same guy. You feel that same vibe, more like a when you play more Tekken. And more like when you do something, more like it can continue more like spamming himself. Yeah, that's definitely him. He's extremely obsessed with composure when it comes down to attention as well. He wants you and others to show him a whole lot of attention very badly. If he's around you, if he's forcing you to show him attention when he do not deserve no attention, yes, that's him as well. More like doing that. On the PlayStation Network, he like to pose as if he's some type of genius. The dude is far, far from a genius. He like to get around you spiritually and spy on you, and then more like find information about you and send it back to him. And then more like he's in more like when you're talking to him, he act like he know this and that. All along he was spying on you. Like today, if you start to open up yourself to more like someone else and you're more vulnerable, then you come across this guy more like that day or the next day, he'll try to more like key on that and try to get more closer to you like that. Of course, more like he got the information because he's been spying on you. So be aware that if you know that guy, if you see like he getting more closer to you out of the blue like that, the guy's far from a genius. He like to do another thing, negativity. Him and as well link-wise with other negative spirits and psychics. If you know how disability more like people is and the different things they have and stuff, he like to more like force these different things on you, even more like think in that way as well. Slower, more into that category. When it come down to more like him, he like to literally more like force that. He really likes people to be like that. So if he's around you spiritual, you start talking a little bit more, not yourself, more into more like disability section. Yeah, that could be him literally like forcing you to talk like that, or even feel like that, or even more like forcing you to think like that for a while. Now, of course, he's not doing all this on his own. He's doing it with your student energy, a lot of different of your brain parts, and of course, more other negative spirits and psychics to pitch in to help him do these things on you. If you're on the PlayStation Network or come across them directly and you start to feel more into that negative section about your intelligence level at times, that's him literally forcing these things on you and talking to you in that way. So yes, definitely be aware more like of them things. There are more key signs that guy is far from a genius. Not a genius at all. The dude as well have a lot of ego problems with him as well. The dude like to do a whole lot of things into personal vendetta. Not really into revenge, but more personal vendetta things he wants to more like do to you. Yeah, he got this sociopath vibe to him. You can really feel it more spiritually, but directly you don't feel it. But spiritually, it's definite there. It's definite easy more like notice more like this sociopath vibe he got with him. He's very into more than average when it comes down to other negative spirits and psychics, into things that you directly like, and as well things other more like. A well example more like if you someone like cheeseburger, he want more like enjoy the cheeseburger, but as well he don't want you to enjoy it. Now if you somehow got a psychic ability, More like he want your psychic ability to be depressed, while he be more like using your psychic ability behind your back, more like when you sleep, and as well more like when you're up, using it against to the other more like negative spirits and psychics. Now, if you're doing something directly, like you playing a different game besides more like Tekken, and if you try to more like hit more like something goes in another game, when you more like you're talking to the guy in different ways, he's try to more like talk you out of it from the sideline and pick more like those section categories down around you. I advise you to keep forward, and as well I advise you more like if he's on your friend list, just delete the guy, period. Here's another detailed section he likes to get into. If you more like you doing something, you like to more like put the vibe of that down. If you're doing another thing, you like to bring that down. If you more into you about to jump into a new hobby, you want to bring that down. If you get more like you got high vibration, you want to bring that vibration real low. It just goes on and on and on. Things low, 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 low. Like he literally like to downgrade as many things as possible. Of course, to downgrade these things on you, he need help again. More extended energy from you, using a lot of more like your different brain parts, and as well the other negative spirits and psychics to pitch in and help out on these different sections. So if he's around you spiritually, he's trying to literally bring this down and that down, literally downgrade as many things as he can. This thing down, that thing down. Over time, they'll just get more worse and worse and worse. Now, if you somehow more attracted more like to a more like a certain type of female or some type of male, depending on more like what you're into, more like he will as well more like downgrade that as well. But again, he needs some help. So again, if you're like a certain type, he's gonna downgrade that. He's gonna make you feel less of that. So yeah, don't be aware he mess with these sensitive, detailed sections of you. If you know this guy, then you know more this guy is very into more like celebrities and stuff, but not in the average way, more into more like a gold digging type of way. Well, those qualities right there, they reflect as well more like around you as well if he's around you spiritually. So if you're looking at some things, he might be more favoritism on that as well. Now, if you know any more like on celebrities or more you got them around you spiritually, again, he gonna lean more on that as well in a gold digging fashion way. So yes, don't gold digging quality he got physically, there as well more like the same quality he got more like spiritually. Not just that, they say plenty of other thing more like he got more like physically as well more like trans into spiritually. So if you know this guy, you should easily more like spot him out. Another quality as well, more like physically, the dude is a snitch, a big snitch. Same thing more like over here spiritually, the dude's a big snitch as well. Like I said, same trait physically, same trait more spiritually. He's a naggy person directly, and spiritually, he's even more naggy. So yes, same characteristic more traits, physically and spiritually. Here's another thing he's into. If this guy somehow more like sexual harass you spiritually, then more like later on, he wants to more like do something else to you. Once he force you to sleep, he want to attack you here, take you there, and have extra parties throughout you. So yeah, see if he somehow do those sexual things to you, he want to do other things to you, as if more like you owe him something after he just raped you spiritually. You don't owe that guy nothing like that. Instead, you need to have him locked up for what he did to you. Another thing is into more doing things on the back of your head. So if you plant anything back there for any type of controlling reason, yes, definitely check that. Another thing more like once he does his thing, he'll be on your left or right and act like he's innocent, act like he haven't did nothing. All along he did something on the back of your head. Be aware of that. More like he's around you spiritually. Now on that note, that will end it more like for part 5. On that note, that will end it from like part 5 of the different things from the gamer weapon _ from the PlayStation Network. If you want to hear about these things and more in more details, go on to www.youtube.com/officialmysticvale1. Over there I talk about these things and a whole lot more, even more detailed things that other people do not talk about. So yes, go over there and check it out. On that note, more like I'll catch y'all again up here or on YouTube. See y'all next time.